Good morning, children. Today we are going to revise a photograph. First, let's have a look at the summary of the poem. The poem is a tribute to the poet's mother. She is looking at an old photograph of mother which has a frame of cardboard. The picture has three girls in which the middle one is the oldest and tallest. It is a mother when she was 12 years old or so. Beside her on both sides are holding her hand, are her two cousins, Betty and Dolly, who are holding hands of the mother. They went for paddling on a beach holiday. Her uncle took the photograph then. The poet could not help but notice her mother's sweet face. The sea touched her terribly transient feet, which depicted that she changed over the years and the sea remained the same. That means no changes happen in the sea. Okay, it is intransient, but human beings are transient. They are subjected to loss, decay, and all that. That is, one day they have to die. After 20 or 30 years, her mother would laugh at the photograph. She would make the poet look at the photograph and tell her how their parents would dress them up for the beach holiday. The beach holiday was her mother's favorite past memories, while her love was the poet's favorite memory. Both of them lost something which they cherished a lot and yet cannot live that moment again. Very true. Which incident has been captured in the snapshot? The incident depicts three girls who had gone for a swim in the sea and were standing still for a short time, smiling at the camera. This group photo captures their joy, buoyant spirits full of life, Yeah, jovial, full of life, buoyant. There's buoyant. It's pronounced as buoyant. And freedom of girlhood. So captures their joy, buoyant spirits, and freedom of girlhood. What do you learn about the poet's mother from the photograph? The poetess's mother was a big girl even at the age of 12. She had a sweet face and enjoyed swimming as well as wading in sea water with her cousins. Years later, she laughed at the clothes they had put on for the sea holiday. How did the three girls face the camera? Okay, here's the answer. They removed hair from their face and stood smiling in the shallow water near the beach. Betty and Dolly stood on either side of the mother, poet's mother, holding one of her hands. What do you think made the poet's mother laugh? The dress and behavior of her cousins, Betty and Dolly, made her laugh. It is evident that they had put on some quaint dress which amused her. The poet's mother laughs at her past. How does the poet react to her past? The sea holiday was a past experience for the poet's mother. A glimpse of the photograph perhaps revived some feelings of shared joy, and she laughed. For the poet, her laughter is an incident of the past. It is amusing in ironic manner. The sense of loss overcomes the pleasure, that is the happiness. Why do you think does the poet say nothing about her mother's death? So why does she not say anything? Nothing. The poet has no words to express her reaction to the solemn and painful incident that silences everyone. What impression do you form of the poetess and the poet's mother after reading the poem A Photograph? The poem presents the poet as a sensitive person who is quite affectionate towards her mother and is deeply attached to her. She loves her sweet face and notes the changes in it as she advances in age. She remembers all the incidents connected with her life, including her laughter on looking at the photograph. She finds it hard to bear her death. The pangs of separation stun her to speechlessness. The poetess mother appears as a well-formed person with sweet face and beautiful smile. She has great affection for her two cousins. Her laughter shows her good temperament. The poet talks about a particular cardboard. How is it special to her? The poet talks about a particular cardboard to which is pasted her mother's photograph taken at the sea beach. The mother seems to have been enjoying her sea holiday. The photograph is special as she has lost her mother some time back, and looking at the photograph makes her happy as well as sad. What can you say about the childhood of the poet's mother? The childhood of the poet's mother must have been filled with fun and happiness. This is clear from the snapshot of the sea holiday. They are enjoying their holiday. The mother of the poet laughs when looking at the snapshot, even after many years have passed since the sea holiday. All this shows us that it was a very pleasant childhood. What moment does the photograph depict? Depict means show. The photograph clicked by the uncle of the poet's mother depicts a sea holiday being enjoyed by the poet's mother and her two cousins, Dolly and Betty. They are full of smiles in their beach dresses, not worrying about their flying hair. The next question. Were the three cousins camera friendly? Who was taking their photograph? The three cousins appeared to be camera friendly as they stood at the sea beach without moving when the uncle took the photograph. The poet's mother would laugh looking at the photograph. Why? The poet's mother was in middle age when she looked at the photograph and used to laugh, remembering those golden days of her childhood, enjoying a sea holiday. She would also laugh at the beach dresses, which looked weird, funny after many years. What impression do you form about the poet's mother? The poet's mother was very pretty at the age of 12. She enjoyed the sea holiday. This is indicated by the happiness that she gets in middle age after looking at her childhood photograph. The sea appears to have changed less in comparison to the three girls who enjoyed the sea holiday. Comment. The poet compares the mortal nature of human beings with the eternal nature of the sea or natural objects. With the passage of time, the poet's mother died, but the vast sea has remained as it was since the photograph was taken. As time passes by, so many changes take place in human beings. Why does the poet feel nostalgic? The poet sees an old photograph of her mother in which she was standing on the beach with her two cousins, Dolly and Betty. They were enjoying themselves. The photograph captured her mother's sweet and smiling face. So at that time, she was around 12 years old. So how old was the mother at that time? 12 years old. The poet remembers how her mother used to laugh whenever she looked at that old photograph. But time has passed and now the poet has been left only with the memories of her mother. Thus she feels nostalgic. Quite obvious, yes. What does the poet say about her mother's face? The poet remarks that her mother had a sweet face, a smiling face, and caring for her cousins who were younger to her. The poet also says that her mother used to enjoy the sea holidays and would laugh heartily later on when she saw the photograph. How does the poet react to her past? Why has she not mentioned anything about her mother's death? The poet remembers with sadness her mother's laughter, which she cannot hear anymore. The poet is full of a sense of loss and does not mention about her mother's death, as it may bring more gloom to her, more sorrow to her, and make her speechless. Does the poet appear to be grieving? The poet is certainly filled with a sense of loss. Her mother is long dead, and though the poet has adjusted to her absence, she is not able to completely overcome her loss. It's not possible also. She remembers how it used to be when her mother was still with her. The last line is an apt depiction of her state of mind. The loss has filled her life with silence. Comment on the tone of the poem. The tone of the poem is that of sadness. Shirley Tolson looks at an old photograph of her mother and is sadly reminded of her mother who is no more. She mentions about death of her mother indirectly only, but this photograph has made her speechless and silent. Read the extract and answer any two of the questions that follow. The cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hands. And she, the big girl, some 12 years or so. Okay, now here are the questions. What does the cardboard here refer to? A thick paper on which the poet's photograph was pasted, a thick envelope, a thick paper on which the poet's mother's photograph was pasted, a boat, paper boat. Answer. a thick paper on which the poet's mother's photograph was pasted. What does the cardboard depict? Scenery, picture of a house, school, girls. It depicts a picture of 3 girls. Who is the big girl mentioned here? So 4 options are there. You have to take the correct option. Yes. So the answer is the big girl is the poet's mother. Then we move on to the next extract. Read it and try to answer the questions that follow. All 3 stood still to smile through their hair at the uncle with the camera. A sweet face, my mother's that was, before I was born, and the sea which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. What does the poet mean by smile through their hair? See children, 4 options are given there. You have to write the correct option. So option C is the correct answer. I hope you got it correct. So then the next question. What has not changed over a period of time? Again we have 4 options. The correct answer is D. The sea is the correct answer. Now, the third question. Find a word from the extract which means lasting only for a short time. The correct answer is B. Transient, which means temporary, short-lived. You have to remember the meaning, children. Otherwise, you cannot answer the question, any question. So this is another extract. Read it very carefully. And then we have the questions. Why did she laugh? See, there are 4 options given there. As you can see, you have to write the correct answer or tick the correct answer. So the correct answer is which one, children? Did you get the answer? Very good. Okay. So option A is the correct answer. I hope you got it correct, children. If not, please do the correction. Okay. Who are Betty and Tolly? Again, 4 options we have. So the correct answer is they are poet's mother's cousins. In the extract is the dash in the extract is the synonym of photograph. What's the synonym? Yes, you got it right. It's snapshot. I hope you got it correct, children. Okay, then we move on to the next extract. So, as you can see, here's the extract. After that, you have to answer the questions that follow. So, read the extract very carefully with proper understanding. You must know the meaning of all the difficult words. Otherwise, you are likely to go wrong when you are answering. Who does she refer to? Again, there are 4 options. As you can see there, you have to choose the correct answer. So, the correct answer is the poet's dead mother. Now, the next question, children. Why is there nothing to say about the death of the poet's mother? Why? Again, we have 4 options given there. As you can see, you have to choose the correct answer. So first read the question then read the options, and then answer the question. That is what you should do. You're supposed to do, so that you do not go wrong in answering. So now let's have a look at the answer, children. So here's the answer. Option C is the correct answer. Which word in the extract means the same as events that change your life over which you have no control? C. So 4 options, yeah. Answer is circumstance. What's the answer? Circumstance. So that's all. Go through whatever I have done in this session. Thank you so much.